Welcome along to the EXFL Tier 2 Season 4 Italian Grand Prix. I am F1 Union, and here today joined behind me in the commentary box is Chaz F1. Chaz, say hi.
Hello, how is everyone? How are you, Jaden?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very good. I haven't been here in a while, so I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Obviously, we have quite a good attendance today. We're still hopefully waiting on a couple more who may join in the last stages before we ready up, or maybe just in the beginning of quali. The Italian Grand Prix, the fastest circuit on average speed on the calendar, 27 laps, 18-minute qualifying. At the moment we have 16 drivers. We should be waiting on I think 2 more, so it's nearly a full grid. Obviously if you had to cancel last minute, which is expected. And we should be getting ready to ready up in a minute. And we'll just get everything sorted. At the moment we have the 2 Mercedes of Warren and Thies, the 2 Red Bulls of Modest Metal and Midgeman, the 2 McLarens of JD Francis and Carbro, the 2 Aston Martins of Josh and Jim Bob, 1 Alpine at the moment of Lumpy Karma. Lenny will not be racing today. 1 Ferrari of Seb, and hopefully one of the championship contenders, Sasha, will be joining us soon. Both AlphaTauris of Smithy and Chicken Rosary. 1 Alfa Romeo Tigo Bite, and hopefully Lucas will be joining soon as well. Excuse me. Watch Client making his debut today as a reserve alongside Matt in the Haas and James AW123 in the Williams. Joining him should be Nathan, but I have no idea where he is. Right.
Well, one of them moments where someone just goes before the race. Happens too much.
Oh, they forgot. Yeah. Right. Ready up. And we will hopefully hope for Sasha and Lucas to join.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha said he's gonna be there in a few minutes, so
Yeah, but he does need to take some stuff in the car. I think he's been on holiday. So unfortunately, he will have literally 0 practice for this race. So don't expect much. But he can try and do as much as he can to minimise that gap. 15-point lead for the Aston Martin of Joshua Hewitt, ahead of Sasha, who's 8 points ahead of Joshua's teammate of Joe Parcel. Those 3 are the main ones going for the championship. And Italy, where does Italy rank in terms of your favourite tracks, Charles? Is it a good one? Bad one?
I like it. I don't think I wouldn't say it's up there, but it's definitely not down there, if you know what I mean. Brilliant.
I get that, but the rain saga continues. It's raining for qualifying. So, will it dry up? Will it get heavier? We're going to find out. 18 minutes ahead of us. We all know the championship leader Josh loves these kind of conditions. Obviously, he got his first pole, I think, in the wet. But as qualifying starts, as the timer hits 0, we should be waiting.
Trying to get the race weather.
There we go.
From somebody.
Right, it looks like intermediate conditions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So no for wet. Yeah, not that heavy, but who's going to be first out? That tow I was talking about between Warren and Thies, don't know if that's going to be the case now. Wet quali, dry race,
Yeah, cool.
I'm hearing.
I thought he was saying wet to dry then. I was like, that's interesting, but yeah.
Right, one of the Red Bulls is coming out, and this is Modest Metal. Right, we know how he performed last week in the wet, so hopefully this time will be much better. He takes to the track first, and instantly nearly goes across the white line. And I think followed out is his teammate of Midgeman, hoping not to bottle it this time in the wet. And then followed by the McLaren of Carbro. And then the Aston Martin of, I think, Joe. Yes, Jimbo. They're all heading out now, making their laps. Chaz, do you have Sasha as a friend?
I think so.
If you can just maybe invite him to the game so when he hops on he sees that and then can just accept it. Right, I'll look on board. Looks like Joe's just getting out of the way of the Williams of James AW123. He's been practicing a lot for this one, so expecting good things from him. So they're all one by one heading out. Here's Smithy in his third race. Pretty impressive career so far. P8 to P4. Maybe it'll be a podium today, who knows. But as long as he keeps getting those points, it looks like he's really proven himself. JJ Francis comes out. He's...
I'm sorry.
Yep. There you go. Sasha's in. Let's go.
I was just about to invite Sasha because I completely forgot what his game tag was.
Right, so hoping he can take control of the Ferrari, because obviously it's their home Grand Prix. We should be good. I don't know about Lucas though, but that's 17 at the moment, and While Matt now leaves the pit lane. But first to start their lap is Modest Metal. Do you want to take us through this lap, Chaz?
Yeah, go on then. Alright, so flat out in the 8th gear down to the first corner, you brake early and you kind of want to ride that inside curve. Modest Metal hasn't done that, and he's kind of gone quite slow there and slid on the exit of 2, and again kind of put his car into the gravel there. Is anyone else on our lap I can go through? Mitchman's just going through the same bit. Yeah, we'll go on board with him instead. This might be a bit more reliable. So round the curve of Grande again, it's sketchy, especially going side by side with someone through here, but it's still flat out into 8th gear. 190 mile an hour, creeping up on 200 as you go into the first sector split, 28.6. And now going into the Della Roggia chicane, the inside is kind of like an airstrip there. But he's avoided the inside and carried on going towards the first Lesmo. Again, just down to 5th, 4th he's gone down to in the intermediate conditions. And wide on the outside, he's lucky not to invalidate that. And the second Lesmo, again, you can invalidate on the outside. But Mitchman is keeping this lap good here. And now he's on the second and final DRS straight of the lap. Coming down to the Asari chicane. Again, another area where you can invalidate very easily on the inside, but he's carried on going and also easy to spin on the outside, but kept it going in the right direction through Ascari, and now the final rather dash towards the Parabolica, which is in front. It'll be interesting to see what gear he takes this one in. For now, it looks like it's going to be down to 4th, and flat out on the exit again. You can invalidate on the outside if you put the power down too early. Modest Metal does a 34.2, but...
Yeah, Midgeman absolutely smashes that by nearly 5 seconds ahead of his teammate. Obviously, Modest will go again. Thanks for that, Chaz. Brilliantly said. As James splits them, as Chaz left the party, unfortunately, I'll try and get... lagging a bit there. Come on, Xbox. Right, hopefully he hasn't left the session either. But as Jim Bob now goes to the top, just ahead of Midgeman's time of a 29.3, and Josh just behind that of a 29.4. 30.2 for Thieves, Smithy 30.5, we've got a yellow, we've got a whole gaggle of cars up at turn 1. Hopefully that's fine. Don't know if connections are great from this. Right, let me just invite Chaz again. He has to make press spectate so he doesn't start the race this time. God damn it. Everyone's left the session for me. Are you joining back? You have to make... It said you left. Wait, so what's on your screen right now? Because everyone's gone for me. Okay, I'll leave the session. You need to invite me back. Okay. Make sure you've pressed spectate and not join session, otherwise you will start the Grand Prix. Oh, sorry, sorry, it's just flashbacks from what Kian did last week. Right, so if I can have an invite, thank you very much. Apologies for the delay. It's fine, don't worry. Right, I'm joining now. Right, spectate. There we go. Sasha's being held up by Joe. You need to include your audio, by the way. You need to include your audio if you haven't. Otherwise... Yeah, I don't know. if not, I was just talking to no one. Right, joining back now. Warren's joined back too. Okay, that's good. Hopefully that's the last of the delays. It seems like a lot of disconnect and poor connection is happening recently, which is just a really unfortunate. As soon as I join back, Midgeman has crashed. Is that the same for you, Jazz? Midgeman. Yeah, okay. Then then we truly know we're back. Right. So Midgeman, 28.9. He's into the 28s, just ahead of Josh. That's a close time as Josh comes across the line to start another lap. It's for Jimbob P3, Tigo running in P4, Seb 5th, B6, Smithy 7th, Watch Client up to 8th. Impressive from him. Just ahead of Warren, James, and Jimbob now goes onto provisional pole by a couple tenths. Right, so Sasha's in P9. So after no practice, Sasha's in P9. He's going again. Heading into turn 1 now. Looks like he's taking that alright. The only people to not set a lap time are Chicken Rosary, JJ Francis, and Lumpy Karma. 2 of 3 are in the pit lane, and Chicken Rosary on an out lap. So Chaz, have you ever been in a situation where you've just headed into a race without 0 practice? So what would you do? Like what advice would you give Sasha right now? Right, good. Just realised Sasha's got no helmet on. He's only wearing his balaclava. But he is finding time. He's finding a lot of time actually. 1.5 seconds. That should be a 29.8, which should get him up to P6 at this rate. So it's looking like a good lap. So it looks like Sasha's already getting that momentum in. Obviously being one of the title contenders and the championship leader for the majority of this season. That looks so weird from the offboard. Right, Lucas is also in, so that's good. Yeah, he's just wearing a balaclava, but up across the line, it's P6, just like I thought, for Sasha, and hopefully Lucas can take control of the other Alfa Romeo. As we got Thieves off, he's lost his front wing. What about Warren? Both Mercedes in the mud. Oh, Warren! He's caught JJ Francis. Yep, 5-place grid penalty for Warren. He was caught on the curb. Sparks were flying, and he's tapped JJ Francis, and he's got a 5-place grid penalty because of that. Don't know if that'll be the end of the matter, but I think that's deserved, don't you think? Yeah. He was on an out lap, so luckily it wasn't an actual lap. What about Josh? Because he also was caught in that. He's on a lap. He's a 10th up, so this could get him ahead of Midgeman. And Sasha's out. Oh no. Oh, he's gone back to his roots. Remember how he always used to crash at the start of qualifying? He's done it again. Oh no, as we're watching Josh. Sorry, he's invalidated. Yep. So, who's just crossed the line? One of the Red Bulls. Modest. P9. Good lap. Right, so, yeah, he has pace when you need it. Who else is on a lap? James, yeah, nice. Right, he's in the slipstream of I'm a Wild Man. No, he's not. He's in the slipstream of the other Haas, Watch Client, as he's about to start his lap. James comes up across the line. It looks good. P7, 4 tenths off Sasha. So Sasha still P6, 3rd row for him at the moment. Yep. I'm Wild Matt was on one, but Lumpy Khan was holding him up. Yeah, and he's backed off. Right, so we'll look back to Chicken Rosary. Purple, it says, on the mini-map. Don't know if I can trust that too much. Taking it nice and cautiously. Chicken Rosary, yeah. Don't know if that's a German helmet, but I like the helmet design. I was going to say, look, it is Vettel's. It genuinely looks like Vettel's. If that's his favourite driver, then good taste. As he comes across the line... Oh, this is way off, actually. Never mind. He'll go again. JJ Francis, invalid. Lumpy Karma. Oh, Gaming Cat, perfect. So, 18 drivers. Tigo now! The third row. So Tigo's binned it at turn 5. I have no idea. He's Smithy's just passing Tigo now. Oh, that is a hefty accident. Yeah. I hope not. Oh, Midgeman getting out of shape there, finding a bit of time. I'm really looking forward to this last third of the season because the two Aston Martins, as well as Sasha, we've also got Midgeman, who's not fighting for the championship, who can just throw all his effort in to try and get his first win. And I'm loving how he's just splitting the two teammates at the moment. Obviously, Seb's up there too. Seb's really coming into his own recently. And for the Ferrari home crowd, the Tifosi, he's giving them something to cheer about. After one's already out, it looks like he's going again. The two Astons are in the pit lane. Who else is on a lap? Midgeman finishing a lap, but I don't think he'll improve. He is pitting, right. James up by nearly 4/10, so this could get him ahead of Sasha. Obviously, you can start the race on whatever tyre you desire, because it is a wet qualifying. So strategy will be interesting, or they'll rather all start on the same tyres. James, no! We've caught that. James is now out. Carbro, ooh, Connor. Yep, JJ Francis now coming across the line. So where's this going to put him? It looks semi-decent. Might be top 10. Yep, literally 10th. Right, who next? Chicken Rosary? Nope. Warren? Yep. I can't... Apparently you can get stuck on that curb. Like how James did in that curb at Zandvoort. Gaming Cat back in the pit lane. How long do we have left of this qualifying session? Because all I can see is yellow. 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Right, so Aston Martin's heading out for their outlaps. Their final runs, I think, now. Seb is on a lap at the moment. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. It's going to be close, that lap from Jim. Yeah. Is he? Yep. Barbaro's about to start one. Smithy comes across the line. He will try to get Max a bit down. I'm riding on board with Seb at the moment, as he's I think he's just backing off a bit. It doesn't seem to be going full blast, but it looks alright, so we'll stay on board. As he's going through the Parabolica now, around the final corner. He needs to be at 29.2 and find 2/10 if he wants to be third on the grid, up across the line. Yeah, it's just, nah. Right, I'm in the pit, so he'll hopefully be able to get back out for one more run. As soon as he comes in, his teammate of Watch Client comes out. As Chicken Rosie's just backing off to let the Aston Martins start their final lap. Right, so BCFC Josh. This is it then. He loves driving in the wet. Obviously he got his first pole in the wet. So we'll stay on board with him. Heading through the Curva Grande now. Got the Ferrari up in front of him, Seb, who's also going again. So clear air for him as the two Mercedes. I think they're still trying to reenact their tow. Don't know if it's that effective in the wet, but Josh has found 600ths, which will get him ahead of Midgeman at this rate, as Midgeman is in the pit lane. So I don't know if he's coming out once again, but this is it for Josh, as Joe's also starting his lap time. As he's finishing sector 1 now. He's a 10th down, so that 28.6, even though it's 3.5 tenths in the bag, looks like he can't improve on it. Josh heading through sector 2 now. Gaming Cat, what about him? Oh no! He's hit... Oh no. Okay, well that's a 5th place for him. Josh! Nearly 3/10 up. So, yeah, I don't think it's... Okay, yeah. Yeah, right, this is it for Josh then. It's going to be close. It will definitely get him P2 if he sticks it right in the Parabolica. 1 corner to go now for the championship leader as he crosses the line in a few seconds' time. It is a good one. Good exit. Is it a good lap? Is it good enough for pole? Not quite. A 10th off. but it's Aston Martin front row at the moment. Midgeman heads out for his out lap. There is enough time for one more lap. Seb starts his final. As Lumpy Karma's in his way. Oh, Theo. Okay. Not too bad. These are spun. That's a dangerous. Oh, that's a bit dangerous from these. He's got 3 cars behind him. He's gonna have to try and get out of the way. Right. Carbro heading out the pit lane. That's gonna be. Carbro is not gonna make it to the line. We only have a minute 10. Warren's out. Yeah. As Gamercat starting his final lap. Jim Bob now on his final lap. Josh has found 24 thousandths. Warren's crashed. This is it. This is where we decide who's going to be on pole for the Italian Grand Prix. Josh finishing sector 2 now. Has he found any more time? No, it's not. No, Jim Bob. He's found time actually in the first sector. What about Midgeman? Oh, Midgeman's invalid. Can he make it to the line? Yeah, okay, alright. So with 30 seconds left, it'll be down to Midgeman. Because Josh isn't improving. Joe is. What about these? What's he doing? Oh, okay. Yep, that's it for Seb. That's it for these, I think. Unless these goes again, which he might. But looking back to the Aston Martin, Josh can't improve. Jim Bob's 69 thousandths up. I think he has time. So this will be it for Josh. What about Midgeman? Okay, he's not completed sector 1 yet. What about Joe? Seb finishes, Smithy, JJ Francis, Modest Metal, Chicken Rosie, watch clients in the pits, and someone has crashed. But now all eyes on EXFL Jim Bob. Can he extend his lap time over the field as he crosses the line? 28.6 to beat, and he's beaten it. 28.4. Brilliant lap. But what about Midgeman? Josh. Okay, that's it for the championship leader. Midgeman, all eyes now on him. Can he split the Aston Martins? Can he get pole for the 2nd week in a row? We'll find out as he's finishing sector 2 now. He needs half a second, pretty much. And he's not finding it. I said last week he needs a mega final sector to find 3/10 to get pole, and he did just that. I don't know what he's going to try and find with just 2 straights and a corner to go and a scarring. But if he can find at least 2/10, he might be able to get himself on the front row. But at the moment, it looks like an Aston Martin. 1-2 as Midgeman comes around the final corner now, up across the line. He needs to be at 28.9, and I don't think that's going to be it enough because it's a 28.8. He improves, but but P3 for him. Seb P4. I'm a wild Matt coming around the final corner. He's improved. Sasha crashed, and he's still P6, but Matt is now going to prove. Where is he going to be? P4 maybe? P2! Matt! I think it was P2. I'm a wild Matt. P2. Oh my god, he split the Aston Martins right at the end. Who has a 5-place grid penalty? Right, the 2 right at the bottom have a 5-place grid penalty, so it's not even going to matter. Right, Lumpy Karma, that's the back row. The 9th row. Lumpy Karma and Chicken Rosie, 8th row. Watch Client on his debut, P14, Modest Metal 13th. 2 McLarens make up the 6th row. Smithy and James on the 5th row. These P8. Sasha will start P7. Tigo Bite at P6. His teammate right in front of him will hopefully help him out at P5. Midgeman P4. Josh, the championship leader, P3. I'm a Wild Matt is the story of qualifying, P2. And it's pole position for EXFL Jim Bob. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Everyone's losing it in the chat. They're like, where did that come from? Brilliant stuff from I'm a Wild Matt. Right, so it is sunny. Like forecasted. I'm just going to check Twitch because... Yeah, I'm streaming. Yeah, I don't know what that comment was in the chat. Right. Lap 1. Do you think we'll be... Ooh, I see some interesting strategy. Oh, this is going to be fun. Right. So,
yeah.
Matt is on the mediums, as is Thieves, as is Chicken Rosary. Everyone else is on the softs. Matt, I don't know what he's thinking, because his start isn't going to be great. But it should be a one-stop. Softs to mediums, mediums to softs. Right, so, can we get through the formation? Oh, no, Tigo.
Oh dear. Is he?
He's hit his teammate.
He's ghosted, I think.
Yep, luckily I think he was ghosted, but he's right at the back of the pack now. In real life, I think
It'll be
he would start
interesting to
last.
see if... Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if Matt's strategy works.
Matt's strategy... well,
if it does...
you get to catch a break at the moment. I don't really remember the last time he actually... You know... It went his way, should I say. It was going well in Portugal, but he hit the back of Bink, who's his teammate now. And he lost the win because of that. You never know.
Yeah.
But Josh leads the championship by 15 points in P3, ahead of Sasha. In P7, he's got a lot of work to do. And Jim Bob, 23 points trailing behind, but he is the man to beat at the moment. He won the Belgium Grand Prix, and if he wins today, then I get to say a very special line that I've been waiting quite a while for. But if Sasha wins today, then it's Ferrari winning on home soil, which would be absolutely amazing to see. And if Josh wins today, then that's just the championship solidified that fraction bit more. But we got 27 laps ahead of us. Joe really needs to back them up a bit here. But amazingly, they're still all here. No one's been disqualified. That's a first in a while. Right. Gaming Cat with nothing to lose at the back. Jim Bob with everything to lose at the front. They're heading around the Paragols going, there's a McLaren like just holding everyone up. JJ Francis is really holding the final 7 cars up. Is that legal? Is that even allowed? I don't know, but the AI will take control of him in a minute. But that's really not helping the front guys, even if the tyre temps aren't exactly realistic. JJ Francis is really slowing them down. As there we go, it's taking control. And even Chicken Rosary's had enough. Yeah, weird delay to that. What do you think of that, Chaz?
That might be interesting later on.
Well, it'll be interesting to see who gets the best start. Hopefully no one does a Liuzzi from 2011. But we're all set. For Gaming Cat, who's got a Balaclava too, to slide into his grid spot. And we will await the 5 lights at Monza. Here we go then. Count them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's lights out and away we go. Josh does get away well ahead of Matt. Seems like Joe's... oh, and there's been a big crash. Tigo Biter in the back. It looks like the top 4 will keep them straight. 3-1. There's a massive crash with the McLaren. There's a massive crash at the front. Everyone's been spun. Josh down to 5th. Oh my lord. One of the Ferraris. It's been a massive collision with everyone on the grid. And we have a virtual safety car instantly. What was that? The Tigo Biter crashed right at the start. The 2 McLarens crashed. Seb's down to 13th. Gaming Cat 5 seconds. Sasha's up to 3rd. Josh is 6th.
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, Thieves has got a penalty. That was crazy. Josh is now down to 8th. Oh, he's ghosting with Smithy. Don't know what's happening there. It's a VSC at the moment. Amazingly, it's not a safety car. Wow. I mean, I get crazy starts in Tier 2. I'm all for it because it's really fun. But that was
apparently Sasha's done something wrong.
Oh no! Did he cut the corner? Did he like? Because he's not got a penalty. But the top 2 have stayed out in front. Sasha's P3, amazingly. Josh, it's been an awful start for him. He's behind Midgeman. As it looks like we're getting underway, and he's caught Midgeman napping. So it looks like Jim Bob's leading them away from Matt, from Sasha, from James in P4. These P5, Chicken Rosary getting past his teammate. Looks like Josh is holding off Midgeman. Looking further back.
Yeah,
oh, Modest Metal on the 2 Alpha Tauris now. Looks like that's fine. We'll just quickly Go through everyone. The three who caused it all, heading around the final corner now, they're going to have to pit. But yeah, Sasha's
Josh
really...
and Mishman are battling. Oh, Josh has to back out of that.
Right.
See, it
Modest
could have
Metal.
been a repeat of Hamilton and Verstappen.
I was going to say, yeah. Right, Modest Metal. He is a good overtaker. He's a good battler sometimes, and he's wheel to wheel with Smithy as they go through the Curva Grande. Smithy, I'm guessing, is the RM. Sasha! Sasha! Oh no! Well, Midgeman, I was saying Midgeman stayed ahead of Josh, but Sasha's gone off into the gravel and he's lost 2 positions to James and Thieves. He's now down to P5. His championship rival is only 2 seconds behind him now, as Jimbo has a 1 second lead ahead of I'm a Wild Man, who has a 1.6 second gap to James. Looking further back, Watch Client and Modest Metal. Watch Client now in P10. Josh, time penalty already, so that's crucial. As looks like Tigo, JJ, and the 2 McLarens, especially Carbro, they're going to get lapped soon if they're not careful. That 5 second penalty. Modest Metal has been spun, or has spun, should I say? He's reset to track, so he's out. Chaz, can you just send a message to him saying retire because he reset to track? Looking further back, Sasha now battling with these. Who's going to break later? Watch Client also on Smithy. Sasha breaks the later. These going to hold it round, but on those mediums, he has to back off. Good move from Sasha there. Crucial move for the Ferrari. These also lost a position to Midgeman, so that's going to affect him as Modest.
He's come into the pit.
Okay, yeah, he's spending the pit lane. I think that's it for him. Please retire. As Seb is battling with Gaming Cat. Come on, retire.
Nope, he's just getting a new wing.
Great.
Alright.
Have you sent a message to him?
I was just going to do it before I saw him going to the pit lane. So I'm doing it now.
Cool. Right, let me just message him.
I've just done it, so yeah.
Cool. Right, so Sasha versus Midgeman, and Thieves getting on the back of it too. Crazy start to this Italian Grand Prix. We're on lap 3 already. As Josh, 3 second time penalty. Let's look at the penalties. These also 5. We've got a yellow. Smithy's out. No, in his 3rd race. It was looking well. He lost the rear, I'm guessing. Is that a safety car? Not at the moment. But it's a big crash. And Tigo and JJ Francis are battling. Modest, please retire. Looking further at the front. 2 second gap for Jim Bob to Matt. As Midgeman does get ahead of Sasha. Looks clean and fine. Josh nearly hits the back of Midgeman, who spins. Josh nearly hits the back of Thieves, should I say. But Midgeman, another bottle, has spun. And looks like Gaming Cat's lost ground as well, as is Watch Client with Seb. The action's still happening. Right,
oh my god, Modest Metal.
Let me
He just
him.
said he said I beached, I have clip. I said you can't beach in gravel on this game.
Let me send him a message. Just let me know if anything happens.
Yeah. Jim Bob is still leading by 2.6 seconds. The closest battle on track, Gaming Cat and Warren are having a battle. Oh, okay, there's contact. Gaming Cat has gone round. He stuck his in on the inside of the first Lesmo and it didn't really end very well, and he's gone round. Luckily only lost 2 places, but lost a bit of time from that.
Yep, as Midgeman gets past Chicken Rosie on the mediums. Got a message from Modest. I may just kick him.
He said I beach. I said you can't beach when I'm listening. He said I beach. No, I said nope, just retire.
Apologies for this, folks. I think he will be kicked after this. Right, hopefully he's going to retire now. As we have a VSC to calm things down. God's sake.
No, what's happened? Why is it VSC? Oh, Carbro is in the gravel at the Curva Grande.
As looks like Thieves is giving back the place to Josh.
Oh, okay. What is Carbro doing at this point? Is he trying to put himself out the race?
I have no idea.
I just watched him
Well, I
put the
think it
power
looks like
down. And
things.
put it in... Yeah, he's definitely trying to. Yeah, he's definitely trying to crash himself out. Just watch this until the VSC comes in.
Wait, Carbro.
Carbro, yeah. Lumpy Carmen's got
Drive
a
through
drive
penalty for yeah.
See, watch this. I mean, actually, no, you should get back to it, in my opinion. Actually, yeah, because I'll just keep watching him, see if he does it. Is he trying to get in the way of Tigo and JJ? Or something? I don't know what this guy's doing.
I don't know. I have no idea, but we're going to look further at the front. Looks like we're on lap 6. It looks like Gaming Cat has got past Lumpicon because he's in the pits. I think he's serving that drive-through. Warren just lapping Carbro now. I don't know exactly what's happening with him.
Oh, what? What did Money Smell say? Yeah, but I couldn't do anything. You could. Oh, whatever. Alright, Carbro's out.
Yep, he's out. So is that a safety car now?
Probably. Actually, it might not be.
Yeah, well, he's definitely getting kicked after this. Right, so 4-second gap between EXFL Gym Bomb and World Matt. Apologies for the lack of commentary. The past 5 laps have been ruined by a driver once again, who will no longer be here next time. Right, we have a yellow, and it's Seb, I think, as he spun the parabolic. He's coming in. So, watch Client making a move now on Chicken Rosary. Chicken Rosary breaks later. He's going to have to try the switchback with those newer soft tyres, get more grip and traction. He's going to use his ERS. He's going to try around the outside, but he has to stay within the slipstream of that AlphaTauri. And it looks like he's just not far enough, but he's still going to try and move. Down the inside goes Watch Client, can't quite make the move, but Chicken Rosy's gone wide, and he's gone straight on, and the championship leaders are battling. This is way more important. Sasha and Josh around the outside. They're leaving enough room. Sasha stays ahead of Josh. Crucial moment in the race. Josh gets the DRS. Sasha holds him off. He does not want to give this position up without a fight. Josh will get the inside line. He will break later, hopefully. Sasha will try around the outside, but he can't quite do it. And Josh gets ahead. And Modest Metal's finally retired. So that's good. Right. All our problems are solved now. Okay. Right. Right. So Chicken Rosary stays behind Watch Client. Chaz, we can get back to it now.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Gaming Cat's got 13 seconds of penalties.
I think he's got 2
Sasha.
seconds.
Oh right, yeah, that makes sense. 10, 5, 10, 13. Here comes Sasha once again down the inside. The Tifosi screaming in the background. Down the inside goes the Ferrari, and Josh has to stay behind. We've seen two championship contenders crash at that very corner before in real life. At the moment, it looks like they're keeping well as Chicken Rosary does get ahead of Watch Client back again, as looks like JJ Francis and Tigo Raya are having a really good scrap for P13, as that was really close. JJ Francis gets ahead of Tigo Raya. Good scrap there between them, as Warren's down in P15. And he's coming back at him. He wants that DRS. This is a great scrap, though. We're watching history at the moment. We're watching history in the making between 2 championship rivals, while the third one is up in the front in the lead. The dark horse who's won Belgium and is at the moment winning Spa, but it can change all in a second. You could be winning the entire Grand Prix, but it comes down to that final lap. It's not over until it is over. Lap 8, and the the pit stop should be coming out soon, as we do see a Mercedes versus a Red Bull. It's Thieves versus Midgeman, but up in front, Josh trying to gain on Sasha. Sasha 1.3 behind James, not quite within the DRS range at the moment.
Oh, okay,
what else can you see happening?
I've just been sent the clip of Modest Metal. To be fair, he actually was beached. I didn't realise he was beached. Like, his rear was up in the air.
Sasha and Josh. We'll have to focus on that later. Yeah. Josh does get packed past Sasha. This is what we need to be focusing on. As JJ Francis is out, is that going to be a safety car? Because he's crashed. I don't know how. Running all with Jim Bob, I guess. Actually, we'll look further back. Because through the curve of Grande, is it a Grande move from Sasha McMillan down the inside of Josh? They're wheel to wheel, where Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen went off as Josh has spun Sasha! Oh no! Just like Sasha did to Josh in Belgium, he's done the exact same thing. But it's the opposite way around now. Sasha spun Josh in Belgium. Josh has spun Sasha in Italy. We knew Italy would serve up something spicy for the championship. And we knew that was inevitable. Because Sasha is now back where he was. And now he's going to have to deal with Chicken Rosary and Watch Client. Josh has spun Sasha. I don't know. Whose fault do you think that was, Chaz?
I can see that coming from a mile off. I was surprised none of them realised that actually that was going to happen.
Josh had the racing line. Sasha was there, but oh, there's been a crash. Watch
yeah, them two crashed.
Yeah. Oh, well, that helps Sasha a bit. I'm amazed there's no safety car yet. I'm amazed no one's pitted yet. I think lap 13 is when they'll probably start coming. We've already lost 4 drivers, and it's lap 10. It's while Jim Bob is doing everything right at the moment. And unfortunately, Sasha has been spun. I don't think he has damage. If we look to leader, he's now 9 seconds behind his championship rival. That is a big moment in the championship. Just like Belgium. It's poetic, but Belgium, Josh was on the inside and he got spun by Sasha. This time Sasha was on the inside and he got spun by Josh. Is that karma? Is that getting back? We don't know. We'll find out. Gaming Cat has spun. But it looks like the field are a bit evened out now. As Josh is trying to chase down James for that podium. The 3-second penalty. So it's not... Sasha's not... it's not over for Sasha just yet. There we go. As Josh does have that penalty. Sasha doesn't. As Thieves has 8 seconds of penalty. So Thieves will probably serve that when he pits, unfortunately.
Oh, that's out. Watch Client has just been it.
Oh, no. And is that a safety car? Surely. Oh, yep, he's spun, he's lost. And amazingly, no safety car.
It is a safety car, yeah.
Oh, now it is. Yep, sorry, I looked down just for a second. It is the safety car. So who's coming in? Jim Bob has passed the pit lane. Unwild Matt, James, Josh, Thieves, Midgeman, and Sasha's coming in too. Right. So this is where it gets spicy, as I should probably turn it to tyres.
I've got a question. What I'm assuming you've just seen in the 5-lap chat where he said if you get beached then your race is over. Surely if you get beached it's an exception. Surely.
I don't know, we'll have to see after the race, but what's done is done. It's not really a concern at the moment. But the safety car has come out and become a 5-second for speeding. So, who does this help? I don't think it really helps the medium runners of Matt, Thieves, and Chicken Rosary. But looking further back, they're all in the pit lane. Looks like everyone's going on the mediums, or even hards for Gaming Cat. Softs for Warren as he stays out. Will he beat Gaming Cat? No, he won't. He'll stay behind for the moment. Tigobite on those on the softs. So Jim Bob surely is coming in. He can't stay out. Yep. But does I'm a Wild Matt stay out? This is the crucial thing. He's keeping to the delta. And he's staying out. Right, so this is where the order gets decided. Obviously, Josh will follow James in. These, the second medium runner, also stays out. So that means Chicken Rosary will probably do the same. So, Aston Martin will have to box. We'll have to stack, should I say. They're not exactly ready for the Aston Martin. So as he comes out the pit lane, Sasha is coming around the final corner now. But he also has to stick to a delta, so I'm sure he'll stay out ahead. Chicken Rosary and Midgeman stay out. Will Midgeman get out ahead of Josh? I think Josh has got that covered. So I'm a Wild Matt leaves from Thieves, from Jim Bob, from James, from Josh, from Midgeman, from Chicken Rosary, Sasha, Gaming Cat, and Warren completes the top 10. As we approach nearly halfway stage. What?
Danny says, I've been robbed, scandal, unions robbed me, and then a word I can't say on this stream. As you know, he deleted it.
Robbed of what? P12?
Yeah, but
Right.
he said I should be in the race, not my fault if I beached.
It is his fault. Who else is going to beach him but him?
I don't know why Matt hasn't pitted, but that is really.
Where's he said that?
Tier 2. Yeah, it's tier 2.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Alright, one second. I'll be.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be.
It's not my
place.
concern at the moment until after the.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll see you.
It's a safety car, so nothing should happen yet. Tigo's in the pits. Yeah, obviously the soft run was not really going to help him. He's put the mediums on. Should be going to the end now. Hopefully he can catch the safety car as it's only just there around the final corner. It's caught the leader of I'm a Wild Matt and Thieves as Josh and Midgeman having a bit of antics there. Yeah, Josh was ahead of Midgeman. So it looks like they're staying how they are. Sasha has been brought back into this then as Chicken Rosie pits. As he speeds as well. Oh, that's gonna really ruin his day. So that helps Sasha. That's one more place. Only one car separates them. The two title contenders. Joe has some work to do to get past these and Matt, who still have to pit, so I don't really see why they've stayed out. They'll have to pit soon. Right, Chicken Rosie comes out, still in P8, so he's got the distance covered, but he's got that 5 second now. He's got 8 seconds actually because of his 3 second penalty of corner cuts. Right, the top 7 all on the softs. Chicken Rosie on the medium, should I say? Chicken Rosie on the softs, Gaming Cat on the hards, Warren on the softs, and the final 3 on the mediums too.
Alright, hello. Oh, hello.
Hello. Right. Right, so we approach halfway stage in this race. Gigabyte's got quite a bit of work to do to try and catch the pack up. I think he should do if it stays out for another lap. So that should be fine. Then there were 13. We've lost Smithy, Carbro, Modest Metal, JJ Francis, and Watch Client. I still can't get over that start. Literally about 3 seconds in, this man is going crazy. Tigo crashed right at the start-finish straight. I don't know who he had contact with. And then the two McLarens crashed, and then we saw all the front runners get involved with like a 3-wide collision where someone got sandwiched, and it just shuffled up the pack so much. And the pack's been even more shuffled as we look to places gained. Position change. There we go. No. There we go. Only Sasha's in his position where he started, P7, and that was only because he got spun by Josh. The biggest gainer so far, Gaming Cat, started last up to 9th. These obviously gained 6, but he hasn't stopped yet. Same with Matt. James, so far, looking really good. He's in net P2 at the moment, because obviously Matt and these have to pit. So look back to tyres and pens. There we go. Right. So the safety car should be coming in this lap as Gigabyte has caught the field. As we approach halfway in this race, Chaz, who do you think what the top 3 will be?
I reckon it'll probably. At this point, I reckon Jim Bob will win. Josh will.
He's got that penalty on him.
Yeah, I'm going to predict, this is a bold prediction, but I'm going to say Josh and Sasha are going to come together again.
Again? Oh god. Well, Midgeman will try his best to overtake Josh. It's what he tried last week. He kept trying, but he kept spinning. But we're going again. Matt, I don't know how good his restarts are, but if memory serves correct, I don't think it was that good, but hopefully He'll go normally. These right behind him. These obviously led the restart at Hungary. Out of one of the many safety cars we had at Hungary. And Jim Bob just getting close. James staying behind. Midgeman still trying to get heat into his tyres. When will Matt go? Because the top 7 are all on mediums. Matt has gone now. He's caught these lacking a bit. And Jim Bob is right behind him. And he's got the ERS. And he's already wheel to wheel with him. Can he overtake before the line? These has gone into the pit lane. So that's his race. Really in the bin. As Gaming Cat looks like he went really early. And he's let a bunch of cars through. I don't know what's happened there. Lumpy Karma has slowed down a lot. And Chicken Rosary has got past. Warren's up to 6. Mad restart. Josh stays ahead of Midgeman. Sasha! What happened to Sasha? He's down in P11. What? Lumpy Karma, Gaming Cat, 3 wide. Sasha, this is very crucial for him, and he's touched with Gaming Cat. Forced him off a bit. Midgeman trying to get ahead of Josh, can't quite do it. So Jim Bob in P2. Lumpy Karma. Oh, he's hit, and Sasha does make his way up to P9. Carefully but crucially. Into the points again. He's got Tigo in front of him. I do not know what happened to Sasha there, but he's lost a heap of time. And looking further back, Josh is just trying to get past James at the moment. And it looks like Matt has got a 7/10 lead ahead of Jim Bob, as Josh is trying to gain on James. At the moment, it's looking good. Warren up to 6th. That's really good to see. I should probably change that to interval. There we go. Right. So, it's for Jim Bob. One Aston Martin on the back of first, the other Aston Martin on the back of 3rd. James's light is already flashing. He's used it all up, and that's going to really help Josh get the slipstream. I don't think Jim Bob's close enough. Warren's in the pits, so it was a good recovery drive from him, as Josh can't quite get past James at the moment. This is allowing Midgeman to catch up. Sasha up to P8. He's on the back of Tigo. What else can you see happening, Shaz?
Nothing that you haven't mentioned, really, I guess. I mean, Jim Bob is all over Matt, so I wouldn't be surprised to see an overtake in like the next couple of
Josh!
corners.
Josh loses the rear! He's out of shape! Midgeman can't quite get past. Tigo. Oh no! Tigo spun Sasha!
Oh, not again! It's all gone wrong.
It goes from bad to worse, the same corner.
Is he gonna see that champion? Is he currently watching his championship just slip away?
I'm not too sure. Now Gaming Cat gets past his teammate Tigo. Anyway, we look further forward. Josh is wheel to wheel with James. Josh obviously has that penalty, so if another safety car comes, that might just save Sasha. As Jim Bob, he'll probably get him this time. James has really used up all his ERS. He's down to 22. Jim Bob now gets a 3-second. Both Aston Martins have a penalty. I don't know how Jim Bob did that. Might have gone wide at the final corner. Josh just not close enough. He'll have to wait until DRS time, which happens next lap. Midgeman is also there. Not quite going to send it just yet. So, Sasha. At least he's racing today. As Jim Bob and Unwild Matt, they're wheel to wheel through the Curva Grande. Matt just holds on, but is Jim Bob going to brake later? He doesn't have to, and he just has to sit behind. He's playing the long game. He's playing it smart, because Matt obviously has to pit. These fastest lap, good for him. Mercedes last and second last at the moment. Alfa Romeo 7th and 8th. Gaming Cat right behind his teammate. Sasha does get past Lumpy Karma, so he's into the points as a cloud of dust gets kicked up from his teammate, who will definitely show no signs of defence against his teammate. He will definitely let him through, as Jim Bob has got past Matt, and Josh has got past James. So there we go. The Aston Martin charge is complete, and they've both overtaken who they need to who they need to get. As Gaming Cat does get Tigo, who hits the back of his teammate. That's not going to help him, as the 2 Alfa Romeos and the 2 Ferraris, all powered by the Ferrari engine, having a good old scrap here, as Seb does get past Tigo, heading into Parabolica. Now, is James going to come back at Josh, because the DRS is there? Josh has DRS on Matt, but James has literally got no ERS. But is James going to brake later? He is. Josh has to leave in the room. He leaves him space. He turns in. This gives up Midgeman a great exit, but can't quite get past at the moment. It's very close. He's using everything, James, to try and get past Josh again.
I'll tell you what, he might get it here, you know.
He is. He's going to try. He's going to have a look down the inside. We know the person on the inside hasn't exactly came across it. It's happened again. Josh has hit James, and that's going to really not help James in the bid for this race. Gaming Cat gets past. So does Tiger Biter. So does Seb. And Sasha sees that in the distance. Is that a third time now we've seen that happen? Midgeman now on the back of Josh, and Matt is sticking with Jim Bob. When's he going to pit? Because obviously he has to pit soon. Matt's really not in a good position at the moment. We've got a yellow. I think that's Lumpy Karma. Yep. As Sasha's on the back of James. James lets Sasha through. Ooh, is that because? Oh, that's because James has damage. I thought it was because Josh spun him. Never mind. Right. What did you say the top three would be? Jim Bob.
I said Jim Bob. I didn't get to it. I just said Jim Bob, and I was waffling about Josh and Sasha, to be honest.
Right, it's the two Mercedes swap places. Midgeman can't quite get close, but Josh has gone a little deep. Right, 8 to go. As Tigo, the Alfa Romeo is battling. Seb's lost some time. To the Alfa Romeos, Sasha's really on a charge here. And Sasha will be hoping Midgeman can do something to Josh. As James is pitting, so that's fine. Oh, James is out. Alright, that's it for him. And then there were 12. And I think that should be fine. Right, but here comes Sasha now gets Gaming Cat, because Gaming Cat's had an off, I think. So that's helpful for Sasha. That's P6, I think. As Josh gets overtaken by Midgeman, it's all happening once again. Right, so there's still a chance Sasha could still beat Josh in this race with that penalty. Chicken Rosary now, penalty. But is Josh going to save it? Oh, Midgeman! He brake checks Josh because he wants the DRS, and that nearly gives Josh damage. We've seen that tactic happen a lot. Oh, we theorised it would, and it's happened because Josh really had to slam on the brakes for that one. Seb, it will try and get Tigo. Seb will let Sasha through, and Matt will have to pit. So Sasha's in a net P6 at the moment. Tigo gets a penalty. Yeah, definitely, because he's gone off track. Right, so riding on board with Seb. 7 laps to go. We've got a yellow. I think that's Lumpy. No. Sorry, that's James's AI. The colours look similar. Right, so Seb has got a better exit, I think, than Tigo Bai. He's got Sasha within the second. He's towing his teammate along. And at the moment, Josh is dropping back. It is a second behind, as Thieves does get past Lumpy Karma. Oof. Do you think, Chaz, that Sasha can still beat Josh in this race?
It's a bit of a... That's a bit much to ask.
He's 10 seconds behind, and at the moment it's 7 technically because of the penalty. Oh. If you could check how many.
Matt's gone off.
Matt, no. Alright, so Matt has lost the rear. Those tyres really not doing him any favours. He's going to have to pit. He's going to have to box. He'll come out in last, I think. Gaming Cat, another penalty. Sasha has got Seb. So Sasha has cleared Seb. And he's cleared Tygo. So Sasha is up to 6th. And now he's going to have to try and push somehow, without any practice, to gain. Matt's going to come in. So it's P5 for Sasha. 2.4 second lead for Jim Bob. Josh trailing behind. He's still not done with Midgeman. This is going to get spicy. 6 laps to go. Josh just got a really bad exit and lost like 4 tenths there. Chicken Rosary on the softs. So his tyres are going to be dead near the end. And that will really help Sasha gain. Maybe for P4, because Chicken Rosary does have 11 seconds of penalties. So at the moment, Sasha is looking P4. So not too bad for him. And while Matt in the pits on the softs comes out in P11. He might still be able to get into the points, but yeah, that decision to stay out really hasn't done him any favours. Right, Chaz, if you were Josh right now, what would you do? Because you know Midgeman's very aggressive when it comes to battling. You know he's going to try and come at you again. What do you try and do?
It's at the end of the way. He's still got like 7 laps to go.
But they're doing what they did in Saudi Arabia in real life, where they're braking before the line to get DRS. And this time it's not as dangerous. But Josh is definitely going to get this move done.
See, you're lucky that you're speaking to someone who's had this exact thing before. In a different league,
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
It was Mexico. Oh, he's gone past.
Oh, and he's gone for it. They've hit.
Oh, that's a fair.
That's what's happened to Gaming Cat. Chicken Rosary's in the pit. So Sasha P4, 10 seconds behind Josh. If they battle more, you never know. But Midgeman sent it very late. Josh was trying to overtake Midgeman while he was weaving so much. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, 9.5 between them two. Technically 6.5. That's Chicken Rosary into P10. Warren in the points now. Thieves P8. This is getting saucy. Right, 5 laps to go. Seb's really trying to battle with Tigo at the moment. And Gaming Cat. So Seb's in a bit of a Alfa Romeo sandwich. Seb's in the gravel. And that's opened the door for Gaming Cat to go down the inside. Good move from him, capitalising on Seb's mistake. Tigo holding on to P5. Alfa Romeo looking good without the penalties. Right. So, 9.7. Sasha's tyres are a lap older than Josh. So unless Midgeman literally battles with him for the last 5 laps, Sasha needs to gain 7 seconds. Gaming Cat does get past his teammate. Hopefully they don't come together. Here we go again. You ready, Chaz?
Yeah,
right,
let's see this.
Here we go. Goes defensive. Josh goes to the outside. And Midgeman, he sends it once again.
Oh wow.
Matt's out. So we're going to get another zombie combo. And we do have an end of race safety car. And then there were 10. Oh, this has helped Sasha. This has helped Sasha because the 2 Aston Martins both have penalties. And as that EXFL Gym Mob's perfect race victory at a threat now. Because Midgeman is probably in the best result, in the best seat possible. And Sasha could still end up P2. Oh, wow. And then there were 10. While Matt crashed because he spun. Do you know how Lumpy Karma crashed?
No, it was just at the first Desmo. So I'm assuming he was off the outside.
Yeah, okay.
Gone back over.
Right, so everyone who's remaining will get points as long as they finish. Right, so we're going to have about 3 laps of racing, I think. They're a bit spaced out. Like, there's the safety car. I'd be worried if I was these or Chicken Rosary or Warren because they're not exactly with the pack, unlike the top 7. This race has been crazy. 23 laps of pure action. I don't remember one single lap where we didn't have any action besides this first safety car. And EXFL Jimbo's pitting. So we're not done yet. Are both Aston Martins pitting? They're all going to pit for softs. We're all going to have a 3-lap sprint to the end of this race. Is Sasha going to stay out? That's what I'm wondering. Is Sasha staying out? Nah, he's got a pit. So, anyone who's got a 5-second penalty can also serve it. Tigo, oh my god. Tigo's staying out.
What?
No, sorry, not Tigo. Gaming Cat is staying out.
No, wait,
it's an apple, oh my lord. Oh my god. Well, they got penalties.
I'd rate this if this pays off.
Oh my god, it is an Alfa Romeo 1.2, it is an Aston Martin 3.4, it is a Ferrari 6.7, and it's a Ferrari 6.8, Ferrari 7.8, and it is a Mercedes 6.10. 4 teams,
I'll tell you what, right?
Chicken Rosary and Midgeman. So that's technically a Red Bull duo.
Tigo gets Gaming Cat on the race restart.
Penalties.
If Tigo gets Gaming Cat on the race restart,
and Gaming Cat holds them up.
Gaming Cat holds up. Tigo could win this race.
Because look, I'm looking at the penalties. Tigo has 3 seconds. He's on the hards though, isn't he? Or the mediums? He's on the mediums! Alfa Romeo just played a masterstroke here. Midgeman has no penalties. Sasha has to get past Warren, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh my god. Let's check the chat. I want to see their reactions. We do not know who's going to win this race. We don't know who's going to be on the podium. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're all losing it. I don't think Josh is happy. Is the safety car coming in this lap? We think it should do, could do. I think maybe another lap. As These still has to catch up, so does Chicken Rosary. There's a safety car. I think he'll stay out for one more lap. Oh my god. A classic end of race safety car has brought us. I was talking about the Alfa Romeos, how they were putting on a really good battle. One of the highlights of this race. I think they've just upped it up and, to the next level. Like, Gaming Cat will obviously not win. He's got 11 seconds. That's 1 5-second penalty and 2 6-second penalties. Same with Chicken Rosary. Same with these. I think he wants something removed though, so we'll look into that after the race. Chaz, who do you think's in the best position here?
I don't know at this point. Like we just said, imagine if Tigo wins this race.
If Tigo wins this race in an Alfa Romeo with a Ferrari engine on home soil, oh my god. I was getting so ready to say Jim Bob. He won in Spa, he won in Monza and all that stuff. Because I even said at the beginning, I don't want to say that because you never know, a victory could be taken away in an instant. And like usual fashion, it has at the moment. Because not only does Jim Bob have to overtake Tigo, he has to hope Tigo doesn't overtake his teammate. I don't know if Tigo and Lucas, I don't know if they're really that close as teammates, but you can see a plan forming. Because if Gaming Cat lets Tigo go and holds the rest up, as long as Midgeman's more than 3 seconds, I don't see why Tigo can't get a podium at this rate. But we know at safety car restarts they have bottled it up quite a bit, Tigo and Gaming Cat. Their strategy choices have been questionable throughout this season, but this one seems the most legit. We're going to have 3 laps of racing to decide the winner of the Italian Grand Prix. Monza always serves up something to throw at us. We have 2 Ferrari-powered engines at the front. We have 2 Ferraris in 7th and 8th with no penalties. We're going to get racing here, and we're going to have about 7 miles to see who's going to emerge out in front with the least amount of penalties and the most determination of them all. When is Gaming Cat going to go in his... I don't think he even has a helmet. I don't think... Yeah, he's not even there. But he goes now, and we're going to see just who's going to come out in front in turn 1. Jim Bob hasn't exactly had the... Oh, yes, he has. Yeah, that... right, so, the 2 Alfa Romeos. Here we go. Is this the race-deciding moment? Gaming Cat does let his teammate through. Midgeman has got past Josh.
They're 3-1!
Jim Bob! No, what's going on? Jim Bob's overtaking both.
Gone through!
The 2 Alfa Romeos. Oh, no!
So, what is going on?
10-second time penalty. They forced him across. Midgeman, round the outside of Tigo. It's all gone terribly wrong again. Right.
No, Jim Bob's lagging.
Is he? Sasha's got past Warren. He's only a second behind Josh. Midgeman, he brakes later. He gets Tigo. Tigo cuts across. He doesn't get a penalty, but Midgeman stays ahead. Good overtake from him. So at the moment, Midgeman's going to win this race. It says 17 thousandths between Gaming Cat and Jim Bob, but Jim Bob has been given such an unfair time penalty. 10 seconds. He's been forced across the track because Tigo hit Gaming Cat into Joe, and I think that will get removed. Do you think that should get removed, Jazz?
Yeah, it should be.
So 10 seconds off Jim Bob's time, 3 seconds. Let's look to leader. Well, at the moment, Midgeman will still win this race even with that 3 second. Josh round the outside. Sasha's right there. We start the final lap. No DRS, I don't think. Sasha's used all his ERS up. Right. So at the moment, I think it'll be Jim Bob. No, it'll be Midgeman, Jim Bob, and Sasha. I think we start the final lap. Midgeman, Tigabaya, and Josh and Sasha. Josh goes off. Here we go. What did you say, Chaz? What did you say?
Sasha and Josh.
Round the Carva Grande. Wheel to wheel. Oh no, here we go again.
Okay, Sasha's backed out this time.
Yeah, he's backed off this time. He knows he can get the podium. I don't know what win of his career. He lost it out in Zandvoort after getting his first pole position. He tried so hard. He's going to have to stay within at least 3 seconds. Seb gets past Warren. Sasha, Josh and Gaming Cat, that's still happening on in front. Jim Bob, I don't know where he'll finish. Still probably with track 10 seconds. Josh gets past Gaming Cat. Don't know if that was off track. It was off track. So it is Sasha as well. Then wheel to wheel, we'll have to look in front.
Oh my God.
Sasha 3 wide in the last corner. Josh spins Sasha.
Oh my God.
But Midgeman out in front wins the Italian Grand Prix. Josh has spun Sasha. Final corner. Oh no. Sasha coming across the line. He's been robbed.
Unfortunately, that's just...
Josh.
Unfortunately, that's the last... That... He did it the first time. He definitely...
I think Josh knew what he was doing there. He just cut across Sasha.
He definitely did not leave the right.
And if we thought the tensions were boiling at the beginning when they were still friends, I don't know how it's going to cope now, because the boiling point has risen to the top and it has exploded in the final 5 races. Midgeman is a race winner for the first time ever. No matter, even if Joe's penalty gets removed, he was still within 3 seconds. Midgeman, Nathan, has won the Italian Grand Prix. And it's Seb! Is that Seb on the podium? Ferrari!
What?
Ferrari! Seb's on the podium, I think, because he didn't have a penalty. Josh did. Seb is on the podium for Ferrari. That's brilliant to see. Wait, so is that Aston Martin Josh? Because obviously, yeah, never mind. Seb got P2! I think. Well, Sasha got 5th. Sasha still got 5th, actually.
Probably penalties.
Probably. Yeah, look at all this penalty. Joe got the fastest lap. If we remove 10 seconds, he's P2. Warren, P7 at the moment. This is not going to be the final result, I can assure that, but I'm sure Midgeman is the race winner, so congratulations to him. He got his redemption from last week. Seb for Ferrari is P2. I think it'll be P3 though, with Joe's 10 seconds removed. Josh will be P4 at this rate, Tigo P5, Sasha P6, but I don't know if Josh will get a penalty for the 2 times he spun his championship rival. That is a crucial race, and the tension is boiling. What a race. Oh god, where's Nathan? Let's get him in. Party. M.
Oh, now Josh is trying to defend himself by saying that Sasha's been dirty all race. Oh dear, this is going to be a fun night in the chat.
Yeah, well, when is it not? Right, so if Midgeman doesn't join the party within the next 30 seconds, I'll end the stream, but what a race. What a crazy, chaotic, from start to finish race. We thought it was going to be an Alfa Romeo master stroke, but instead it was a master fail. They weren't rock stars, they looked like, well, you know what Gunther Steiner says. But Seb, for Ferrari at least, 1 car's on the podium, but we didn't expect that. I'm sure he'll be happy, not for his teammate though. And I literally have no idea what the championship's like. I don't know who's gained, who's lost. Joe, unfortunately, has the victory taken out of his hands. He will obviously gain, because he's P2, I think, if we take that 10 seconds off. Oh, crazy race, jeez. And EXFL Tier 1 tomorrow, 10 past 3 PM. Make sure to tune in at Swanee2636. He should hopefully be commentating for the first time in a while, and he is one of the best commentators out there, so make sure to tune into that. I don't think Midgeman's joining the party. We will sort this all out, and hopefully next week before the race I will go through any changes that have been made, and I'm sure there will be a lot. Thank you for tuning in. Jazz, final word?
Yep, thank you for watching, and I can assure you that not every race is this good. They're still good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this was one to remember.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time for the Singapore Grand Prix. The 5th last round of the season. It's getting critical now. We'll see you then.